Friday. Bhagwat Gita has 700 verses. If we read 100 verses each day, we'll be able to complete Bhagwat Gita in 7 days. Among Nagas, a special class of serpents, I am the serpent god Ananta, and I am Varuna, the lord of aquatic creatures. Among the mains, I am Aryama, the head of the Pitras, and among rulers, I am Yam, the god of death. Among the Daityas, I am the great devotee Prahlad, and of calculators, I am time. Among quadrupeds, I am the lion, and among birds, I am Garuda. Among purifiers, I am the wind. Among warriors, I am Shri Ram. Among fishes, I am the shark, and among streams, I am the Ganges. Arjun, I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all creations. Of all knowledge, I am the knowledge of the soul, metaphysics. Among disputants, I am the right type of reason. Among the sound represented by the various letter, I am A, the sound represented by the first letter of the alphabet. Of the different kinds of compounds in grammar, I am the copulative compound. I am verily the endless time, the devourer of time, God. I am the sustainer of all, having my face on all sides. I am the all destroying death that annihilates all, and the origin of all that are to be born. Of feminities, I am Kirti, Shri, Va, Smriti, Megha, Dhriti, and Shama, the goddess presiding over glory, prosperity, speech, memory, intelligence, endurance, and forbearance, respectively. Likewise, among the Shrutis that can be sung, I am the variety known as Bratsamas, while among the Vedic hymns, I am the hymn known as Gayatri. Again, among the 12 months of the Hindu calendar, I am the month known as Marg Shirsh, corresponding approximately to November December. And among the 6 seasons successfully appearing in India in the course of a year, I am the spring season. I am gambling among deceitful practices, and the glory of the glorious. I am the victory of the victorious, the resolve of the resolute, the goodness of the good. I am Krishna among the Vrishis, Arjun among the sons of Pandu, Vyas among the sages, and sage Shukracharya among the wise. I am the subduing power of rulers. I am righteousness in those who seek to conquer, of things to be kept secret. I am the custodian in the shape of reticence, and I am the wisdom of the wise. Arjun, I am even that which is the seed of all life. For there is no creature, moving or unmoving, which can exist without me. Arjun, there is no limit to my divine manifestations. This is only a brief description by me of the extent of my glory. Every such being as is glorious, brilliant, and powerful, know that to be part of manifestation of my glory. Or what will you gain by knowing all this in detail, Arjun? Suffice it to say that I hold this entire universe by a fraction of my yogic power. Thus, in the Upanishad sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjun ends the 10th chapter entitled The Yoga of Divine Glories. Chapter 11. Arjun said, thanks to the most profound words of spiritual wisdom that you have spoken out of kindness to me. This delusion of mine has entirely disappeared. For Krishna, I have heard from you in detail an account of the evolution and dissolution of beings, and also your immortal glory. Lord, you are precisely what you declare yourself to be. But I long to see your divine form, possessed of wisdom, glory, energy, strength, valor, and effulgence. O Purushottam, the Supreme Being. Krishna, if you think that it can be seen by me, then, O Lord of the Yoga, reveal to me your imperishable form. Sri Bhagwan said, Arjun, behold my manifold multifarious divine forms of various colors and shapes in their hand, hundreds and thousands. Behold in me, Arjun, the 12 sons of Aditi, the 8 Vasus, the 11 Rudras, gods of destruction, the 2 Ashwini Kumars, the twin born physicians of God, and the 49 Maruts, wind gods, and witness many more wonderful forms never seen before. Arjun, behold, concentrated within this body of mine The entire creation consisting of both animate and inanimate beings, and whatever else you desire to see. But surely you cannot see me with these human eyes of yours. Therefore, I vouchsafe to you the divine eye. With this, you behold my divine power of yoga. Sanjay said, my lord, having spoken thus, Sri Krishna, the supreme master of yoga, forthwith, forthwith revealed to Arjun his supremely glorious divine form. Arjun saw the supreme deity possessing many mouths and eyes, presenting many a wonderful sight, decked with many divine ornaments, wielding many uplifted divine weapons, wearing divine garland and vestments, anointed all over with divine sandal paste, full of all wonders, infinite and having faces on all sides. If there be the effulgence of 1,000 suns bursting forth all at once in the heavens, even that would hardly approach the splendor of the mighty Lord. Concentrated at one place in the person of that supreme deity, Arjun then beheld the whole universe with its manifold divisions. Then Arjun, full of wonder and with the hair standing on end, reverentially bowed his head to this divine Lord, and with joined palms addressed him thus. Arjun said, Lord, I behold within your body all gods and hosts of different beings. Brahma throned on his lotus seat, Shiva and all rishis and celestial serpents. O Lord of the universe, I see you endowed with numerous arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, and having innumerable forms extended on all sides. I see neither your beginning nor middle, nor even your end manifested as you are in the form of the universe. I see you endowed with diadem, club, and discus, a mass of splendor, glowing all round, having the brilliance of blazing fire and the sun, hard to gaze at and immeasurable on all sides. You are the supreme indestructible worthy of being known. You are the ultimate refuge of this universe. You are again the protector of the ageless Dharma. I consider you to be the eternal imperishable being. I see you without beginning, middle, or end, possessing unlimited prowess and endowed with numberless arms, having the moon and the sun for your eyes and blazing fire for your mouth, and scorching this universe by your radiance. Yonder space between heaven and earth and all the quarters are entirely filled by you alone. Seeing this transcendent, dreadful form of yours, O soul of the universe, all the three worlds feel greatly alarmed. Yonder hosts of gods are entering you, some with palms joined out of fear and recounting your names and glories, multitudes of Maharishis and Siddhas, saying, Let there be peace, are extolling you by means of excellent hymns. The 11 Rudras, 12 Adityas, and 8 Vasus, the Sadhya, and Vishwadevas, the 2 Ashwani Kumars, and 49 Maruts, as well as the mains and multitudes of Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, and Siddhas. All these gaze upon you in amazement. Lord, seeing this stupendous and dreadful form of yours, possessing numerous mouths and eyes, many arms, thighs, and feet, many bellies, and many teeth, the worlds are terror struck, so am I. Lord, seeing your form reaching the heavens, effulgent, multicolored, having its mouth wide open, and possessing large flaming eyes, I, with my inmost self frightened, have lost self control and find no peace. Seeing your faces frightful on account of their teeth and blazing like the fire at the time of universal destruction, I am utterly bewildered and find no happiness. Therefore, have mercy on me, O Lord of celestials, O abode of the universe. All those sons of Dhritarashtra with hosts of kings are entering you, Bhishma, Drona, and yonder Karna, with the principal warriors on our side as well, are rushing headlong into your fearful mouths, looking all the more terrible on account of their teeth. Some are seen stuck up in the gaps between your teeth with their heads crushed. As the myriad streams of river rush towards the sea alone, so do those warriors of the so do those warriors of the mortal world enter your flaming mouths. As moths rush with great speed into the blazing fire for extinction out of Moha, even so all these people are with great rapidity entering your mouths to meet their doom, devouring all the world through your flaming mouths and licking them on all sides. O Lord Vishnu, your fiery rays fill the whole universe with their fierce radiance and are burning it. Tell me who you are with a form so terrible. My obeisance to you, O best of gods, be kind to me. I wish to know you, the primal being, in particular, for I know not your purpose. Shri Bhagwan said, I am mighty Kal, the eternal time spirit, the destroyer of the worlds. I am out to exterminate these people. Even without you, all those warriors arrayed in the enemy's camp shall die. Therefore, do you arise and win glory, conquering foes, enjoy the affluent kingdom. These warriors stand already slain by me. Be you only an instrument, Arjuna. Do kill Drona and Bhishma and Jayadratha and Karna and other brave warriors who already stand killed by me. Fear not, fight and you will surely conquer the enemies in the war. Sanjay said, hearing these words of Bhagwan Keshav, Arjun trembling bowed to him with joined palms and bowing again in extreme terror, spoke to Sri Krishna in faltering accents. Arjun said, Lord, well it is the universe exalts and is filled with love by chanting your names, virtues, and glories. Terrified Rakshas are fleeing in all directions, and all the hosts of Siddhas are bowing to you. O great soul, why should they not bow to you, who are the progenitor of Brahma himself and the greatest of the great? O infinite Lord of celestials, abode of the universe, you are that which is existent, that which is non existent, and also that which is beyond both, which is the indestructible Brahma. You are the primal deity, the most ancient person. You are the ultimate resort of this universe. You are both the knower and the knowable, and the highest abode. It is you who pervade the universe, O one assuming endless forms. You are Vayu, the wind god, Yam, the god of death, Agni, the god of fire, Varun, the god of water, the moon god, Brahma, the lord of creation, nay, the father of Brahma himself. Hail, hail to you a thousand times, salutations, repeated salutations to you once again. O Lord of infinite prowess, my salutations to you from the front and from behind. O soul of all, my obeisance to you from all sides. Indeed, you who possess infinite might pervade all, therefore you are all. The way in which I have importunately called you, either through intimacy or thoughtlessly, O Krishna, O Yadav, O comrade, and so on, unaware of the greatness of yours, in thinking you only to be a friend, and the way in which you have been slighted by me in jest, O sinless one, while at play, reposing, sitting, or at meals, either alone or even in the presence of others, for all that, O immeasurable Lord, I crave forgiveness from you. You are the Father of this moving and unmoving creation, nay, the greatest teacher worthy of adoration, O Lord of incomparable might in all the three worlds. There is none else even equal to you. How then can anyone be greater than to you? Therefore, Lord, prostrating my body at your feet and bowing low, I seek to propitiate you, the ruler of all and worthy of all praises. It behoves you to bear with me, even as a father bears with his son, a friend with his friend, and a husband with his beloved spouse. Having seen your wondrous forms, which was never seen before, I feel transported with joy. At the same time, my mind is tormented by fear. Pray reveal to me that divine form, the form of Vishnu, with four arms, O Lord of Celestial, O abode of the universe, be gracious. I wish to see you adorned in the same way, with a diadem on the head, and holding a mace with a discus in two of your hands. O Lord, with a thousand arms, O universal being, appear again in the same four-armed form. Sri Bhagwan said, Arjun, pleased with you, I have shown you through my power of yoga this supreme, effulgent, primal, and infinite cosmic form, which has never been seen before by anyone other than you. Arjun, in this mortal world, I cannot be seen in this form by anyone other than you, either through the study of the Vedas or by rituals, or again through gifts, action, or austere penances. Seeing such a dreadful form of mine as this, do not be perturbed or perplexed. With a fearless and tranquil mind, behold once again the same four-armed form of mine, bearing the conch, discus, mace, and lotus. Sanjay said, having spoken thus to Arjun, Bhagwan Vasudeva again revealed to him his own four-armed form, and then, assuming a genial form, a high-souled Shri Krishna consoled the frightened Arjun. Arjun said, Krishna, seeing this gentle human form of yours, I have regained my composure and am my own self again. Shri Bhagwan said, this form of mine with four arms, which you have just seen, is exceedingly difficult to behold. Even the gods are always eager to see this form. Neither by study of the Vedas, nor by penance, nor again by charity, nor even by rituals can I be seen in this form, as you have seen. Though single minded devotion, however, I can be seen in this form with four arms. Nay, no known in essence and ever entered into, O valiant Arjuna. Arjun, he who performs all his duties for my sake, depends on me, is devoted to me, has no attachment, and is free from malice towards all being, reaches me. Thus, in the Upanishad sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of Yoga, the dialogue between Shri Krishna and Arjun ends the 11th chapter entitled The Yoga of the Vision of the Universal Form. Chapter 12. Arjun said, the devotees exclusively and constantly devoted to you in the manner stated just earlier adore you as possessed of form and attributes. And those who adore as the supreme reality only the indestructible, unmanifest Brahma, who is truth, knowledge, and bliss solidified. Of these two types of worshippers, who are the best knowers of yoga? Sri Bhagwan said, I consider them to be the best yogis who endowed with supreme faith and ever united through meditation with me, worship me with their mind centered on me. Those, however, who fully controlling all their senses and even minded towards all, and devoted to the welfare of all beings, constantly adore as their very self the unthinkable, omnipresent, indestructible, indefinable, eternal, immovable, unmanifest, and changeless Brahma, they too come to me. Of course, the strain is greater for those who have their mind attached to the unmanifest, as attunement with the unmanifest is attained with difficulty by the body conscious people. On the other hand, those depending exclusively on me and surrendering all actions to me, worship me, God, with attributes, constantly meditating on me, with single minded devotion, then, Arjun, I speedily deliver from the ocean of birth and death, their mind being fixed on me. Therefore, fix your mind on me and establish your intellect in me alone. Therefore, thereafter you will abide solely in me. There is no doubt about it. If you cannot steadily fix the mind on me, Arjun, then seek to attain me through the yoga of practice. If you are unequal even to the pursuit of such practice, be intent to work for me. You shall attain perfection in the shape of my realization, even by performing actions for my sake. If taking recourse to the yoga of my realization, you are unable even to do this, then subduing your mind and intellect, etc., relinquish the fruit of all actions. Knowledge is better than practice without discernment. Meditation on God is superior to knowledge, and renunciation of the fruit of actions is even superior to meditation, for peace immediately follows from renunciation. He who is free from malice towards all beings, friendly and compassionate, and free from the feelings of I and mine, balanced in joy and sorrow, forgiving by nature, ever contented and mentally united with me, who has subdued his mind, senses, and body, has a firm resolve, and has surrendered his mind and reason to me, that devotee of mine is dear to me. He who is not a source of annoyance to his fellow creatures, and who in his turn does not feel vexed with his fellow creatures, and who is free from delight and envy, perturbation and fear, is dear to me. He who wants nothing, who is both internally and externally pure, is wise and impartial, and has risen above all distractions, and who renounces the sense of doership in all undertaking, such a devotee of mine is dear to me. He who neither rejoices nor hates, nor grieves nor desires, and who renounces both good and evil actions and is full of devotion is dear to me. He who deals equally with friend and foe, and is the same in honor and ignominy, who is alike in heat and cold, pleasure and pain, and other contrary experiences, and is free from attachment, he who takes praise and reproach alike, and is given to contemplation and is contented with any means of subsistence available, entering no sense of ownership and attachment in respect of his dwelling place, and is full of devotion to me, that person is dear to me. Those devotees, however, who partake in a disinterested way of this nectar of pious wisdom, set forth above, endowed with faith and solely devoted to me, they are extremely dear to me. Thus, in the Upanishads sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, ends the 12th chapter entitled The Yoga of Devotion. Chapter 13. Sri Bhagavan said, this body, Arjun, is termed as the field, Kshetra, and who knows it is called the knower of the field, Kshetrajna, by the sages discerning the truth about both. Know myself to be the Kshetrajna, individual soul in all the Kshetras, fields, Arjun, and it is the knowledge of the field, Kshetra, and knower, Kshetrajna, that is of matter with its evolutes and the spirit, which I consider as true knowledge. What that field Kshetra is and what is its nature, what are its modifications, and from what causes, what effects have arisen, and also who its knower Kshetrajna is and what is his glory. Hear all this from me in brief. The truth about the Kshetra and the Kshetrajna has been expounded by the seers in manifold ways. Again, it has been separately stated in different Vedic chants and also in the conclusive and reasoned text of the Brahma Sutras. The five elements, the ego, the intellect, the unmanifest primordial matter, the 10 organs of perception and action, the mind and the five objects of senses, sound, touch, color, taste, and smell. Also desire, aversion, pleasure, pain, the physical body, consciousness, firmness. Thus is the Kshetra with its evolutes briefly stated. Absence of pride, freedom from hypocrisy, non-violence, forbearance, uprightness of speech and mind, etc. Devout service of the preceptor, internal and external purity, steadfastness of mind and control of body, mind, and the senses. Dispassion towards the objects of enjoyments of this world and the next, and also absence of egotism, pondering again and again on the pain and evils inherent in birth, death, old age, and disease, absence of attachment, and the sense of mindness in respect of son, wife, home, etc., and constant equipoise of mind, both in favorable and unfavorable circumstances. Unflinching devotion to me through exclusive attachment, living in secluded and holy places, and finding no delight in the company of worldly people. Constancy in self-knowledge and seeing God as the object of true knowledge. All this is declared as knowledge, and what is contrary to this is called ignorance. This completes the 100 verses for Friday.